First Amendment concerns often touch on emotional and politically charged public issues. The 2002 case of Planned Parenthood of the Columbia Willamette versus American Coalition of Life Activists navigates constitutional concerns in a life-or-death context. In 1993, wanted and unwanted posters calling Doctor David Gunn an abortionist and armed and dangerous were published with Gunn's photo and personal information. Gunn was then murdered as he entered the abortion clinic where he worked. A similar wanted poster circulated about Doctor George Patterson. Patterson was murdered. Another unwanted poster charged Doctor John Bayard Britton with crimes against humanity. Britton was murdered by one of the poster's creators. When anti-abortion activists condemned the violence, the anti-abortion activists advocating use of violence, like destroying clinics and murdering abortion providers, split off and formed the American Coalition of Life Activists. These activists circulated a deadly dozen guilty poster like the others, identifying 13 physicians by name, home address, and other information. The FBI offered protection to these physicians and encouraged them to wear bulletproof vests. They did. The activists released 6 more guilty posters identifying providers and clinics. At a banquet honoring prisoners convicted of anti-abortion violence, the activists released a registry called the Nuremberg Files, which later appeared online. About 200 providers labeled as abortionists were listed, with grayed-out font for those wounded and strike-through for those killed. 200 others, including spouses and public officials, were included. The activists knew physicians feared the posters and registry. 4 targeted physicians and 2 targeted clinics sued the activists under the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act. The activists moved for summary judgment. It was denied. A jury found for the doctors and clinics. The court issued a permanent injunction barring the activists from threatening the plaintiffs. The activists appealed. A Ninth Circuit panel reversed the verdict. The court reheard the case en banc.